So for me, first is Brazil. Where is?
Go for it. All right, welcome
There.
everyone to the Battle of Tuyutí, International Kriegsspiel Society live session. Um, we are here with myself, Umpire James, and Umpire Cone, and we're just getting started. And I need to take some screenshots, so we're going to do that. Oops. Let's see. Give some smoke to start.
Now I will go ask for the orders.
Okay. It's a bad time to have Discord issues.
Hola.
Hello. Um, I just gave you access, so you in the Umpire channel you can see the password and server name.
I saw Hudson River and I was very confused for a second.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So why don't you log into TTS and then just follow me with doing Paraguay for now.
Let me stop updating this game.
I've got to go get orders, so I'll follow me if you can. All right, Mr. Lopez, Presidente. So it's a morning. Why am I seeing this? I don't want to see that. Your columns are heading down the paths through the scrubby marshland, and as you approach the Alliance's defenses that they've constructed, you start to fall under artillery fire.
We are so fucked. Oh my god. I'm gonna write a dispatch. I guess I'm gonna. Let me check the very quickly. I apologize. I'm gonna just send both of my cavalry to Actually, no. I'm gonna sit here for now. If the artillery starts to target me, I'm gonna try and move out of the way. Maybe move to the trees behind me.
Okay.
That's it. And I'm sending a dispatch.
All right, thank you. All right, General Barrios. It is a semi-lovely morning. As you are marching out from the fortress through the scrubby marshland, and as you approach the Alliance's defenses to the south, you can hear and see artillery fire. What are your orders?
Do we know what the entire line is comprised of?
What the what? No, you can see what you see in the screenshot.
Okay, so the cavalry will launch an immediate assault on the far left artillery battery, and I think that is with a block of infantry. They will launch an attack on that, and the infantry will quickly move, up the road in columns. The horse artillery will be separated from the infantry, and then they will move up to bombard the Triple Alliance.
Okay.
The normal artillery will continue marching along with the rest of the column.
And where will you?
I'll organize the infantry marching up the road.
Got it, thank you.
Have them force march, so they will be quick.
Okay. Got it. Alright, General Reskin. It is the morning, and you are marching through the scrubland. And actually, yeah. And you can see first column pulling ahead down the road to your east. And you've fallen under artillery fire.
Alright, I'm gonna order groups up to return fire on the enemy battery, and I'll disperse my cavalry somewhat, have them probe both towards the marshes and towards the enemy lines a little bit, just to report back and tell me what the defenses look like up ahead of us.
Okay.
Then have the infantry continue to rest.
Thank you. Alright, General Diaz. You've marched out from your fortress this morning through the marshy scrubland, and as you approach the Alliance's defenses to the south, you fall under artillery fire. Oh, that's Red Robin. Yeah, go ahead and put your orders in your channel, and I will follow them. Thank you. Alright, Sean Mack. So you guys have your division's formed up on the extreme east and left of your line. All you can see is scrubby marshland and swamps ahead of you, but you can hear artillery fire to the southwest.
Okay, we're gonna march south past that clump of trees, but not into the marshes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna march around into the forest, like the plan said.
Okay. Your cavalry sticking with your infantry?
Yep.
Like it's shown? Okay. Got it, thank you.
And if it matters, we will be in march column for this. So.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see here. Promote.
So So is this the battle where the president of Uruguay literally had just kids with sticks with him at the end, or is this before all that?
I'd never heard about kids with sticks, so I don't know.
Last battle.
All right, so why don't you take? Do you have a preference who you take on the Paraguayo team?
No.
All right. Why don't I should take one from Cone too. Where's Cone at right now? Okay, why don't you take the 3 guys on the left, or the 4 guys? So you'll have second, first, Lopez, and third. So all 4 of the Paraguayans. And then I'll take 4th, and then I think I'll take the Argentines as well. I need to roll combat. Let's see, these guys are gonna oppose this. So I need combat there. Let's see, it fits. And artillery shooting them.
Oh, I have a question. This one stick is how much infantry can move? Yeah.
Yeah, if they're on a road, it's how much they can move.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, let's see. Do we move him at all? Oh, no, I need his orders. Hold on. Third. Form up for battle alongside the road out of range of the artillery. You able to move everything, Cone?
Oh no.
Okay, I'll help. Let's see. Scrub, you can see the orders with the blue lines. You can start to. Did Pow and Arrow show up? Who we? Oh, we got everyone. Okay, good.
I don't understand who's moving on the
Flores with all of his men forwards.
Okay, so they're all going forward?
Yeah, except the baggage train. They're staying on the hill.
So if it can move about that far?
If he's moving on the road, it's a stick length. If it's through the trees, it's like 1 to 2 marks on that.
I think he should move like 2 or maybe 3 because it's on a field.
How about the cavalry?
They move double.
So they move to like right here. He moving with the cavalry or with the infantry?
He's going with the infantry. And keep this here. Yeah.
What did Mitre say he wanted to do?
Mitri.
This
Wait,
guy.
let me just. Oh, he said he wanted to go east towards
Okay.
towards Paunero.
Is he leave? Is he bringing the infantry with him?
No, he's leaving the man.
Okay, I'll stay.
Obes is going to kind of go and collect his men to make a fighting force, and the rest of the Brazilians are going to form up their men, like move them on the road
Yeah.
closer to each other.
All right, that's probably good. So Cone, I'm gonna take the Argentines. So all the blue pieces, people,
Yeah,
I can do them. I'll have them, and so basically the right side of the map, and then you can keep Brazil and Uruguay.
and Paraguay.
The
I mean Uruguay.
yellow
Why?
and green guy. You have them.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's everything. We can go ahead and do screenshots. So it's now 9:15.
So for the screenshot you showed it posted first, that's how far they can say?
Yeah, I was generous on the first one. Maybe I'll show you what I would show now. Let me show you. I'll do first as an example.
Should the Brazilians be able to see to the cavalry of the Uruguays? I think.
1 second.
The distance is
Should who be able to see what?
like to here.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're on, yeah, that's about right. So I'm posting barrios for first as an example of how much they can see. Is that helpful, Scrubs?
I'm not saying it. Oh wait, and his chat.
Yeah, in this channel.
Okay.
Here, I'll do second as another example.
Second. There they are. So Lopez can basically just see the edge of the cannon fire, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I did first and second for you. Let me do fourth.
It's 9:15. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you changed the time. That one is that. The blue guys I don't worry about.
Yeah, I got
He should see the same. Yeah.
And if they're sending dispatches, if it's someone you own,
Yeah,
it's
some
on
of
you
them
to
are.
deliver it.
I will deliver them this turn.
Wait, did Panero show up?
What?
Sorry. Oh yeah, he did. Okay.
Nine 15.
Let's see, then I got Mitre. Oh, I did him. Alright, I'm gonna go and deliver the news to everyone.
Okay. See you later.
See you. Alright, General Mitre, I have you now. So you continue to hear cannon fire off to the northwest in the direction of the camp's defenses, and you leave camp and race northeast through the woods towards Panero's camp. And you can't see much because you're in the midst of the jungle.
Only someone would chop down all these trees. Just keep going, basically.
Alright, you just headed for Panero, right?
However you pronounce his name, yeah. And full sprint, like, very fast horse thing.
Got it. Okay. Alright, General Panero.
Hello?
Hello. Alright, so I'm your umpire for now. So you've broken camp. The men are moving north to the edge of the forest to form a defense. You don't see any enemy yet, but you do hear artillery fire echoing in the distance far to the northwest, where you know the camp has a main defensive line.
Okay. So I just explained to the other umpire, this is my first game, so I have very little knowledge on how to do this.
Sure.
But yeah, I want to see what I'm about to describe. You said that I don't see any enemies, correct?
Correct.
The artillery, you said is firing where exactly?
Several miles away to the northwest.
But even though I don't see any enemies, where at what exactly is the artillery firing?
It's not your artillery; it's someone else's. So
okay.
You don't know what they're shooting at. You can just hear it.
Okay. Can I send for example, the 7th Brigade to scout with the 1st Corps of Cavalry to scout a little bit ahead and keep the supply close to your artillery position and keep the 5th and 6th Brigade in reserve a little bit on the back and the 8th Brigade to the right?
Yep.
Okay.
We can do that. Okay. Thank you. Alright, General Obez, I'm your umpire now. So, sorry, I'm looking for you on the map. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. So you've broken camp and your men are rushing westward. You are leading your cavalry towards your other camp areas, which are all spread out through the jungle.
Yes. There is one directly to my south, there is one directly to my west, and I believe there's one a few minutes to my north, which I believe is where Mitre was.
Correct. So you can hear artillery fire booming far to the north. And
last I checked, it was roughly the northwest.
Yep.
Okay, so they must be attacking the Uruguayan and Brazilian positions. I'm going to first collect. So my overall aim is to collect my men. To do this, I will sound any sort of bugles or anything that will symbolize a sort of rendezvous a little bit to the south, and then I'll grab whatever forces I can and indicate that we are to move to where Mitre was in camp.
Okay.
That is it for field orders. Again, everyone should be moving, but it's just a matter of, hey, I want to organize this and collect all my forces. I'm going to send a bunch of dispatches.
Got it.
But other than that, I think you're good to go.
Okay, thank you. All right, General Marco. So your division is more in column now. I fixed that. But you continue heading south. No sign of the enemy at all. They can still hear artillery fire, which is now more to the west because you have how far south you are.
Okay. Yeah, we will get around that bend. and get into that forest.
Got it.
We'll go up in front to scout, and if they see anything, we will go into line before we cross.
Thank you. Alright, so I moved my stuff. I see you're moving yours. Oh, we need scrubs back. So I can do combat.
Hello,
Oh.
Umpire James.
I just missed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Goodbye.
I've not hit you, but you're under fire.
Yeah, he's just barely out of range.
Yeah, they're just barely out of their range. They're very eager gunners.
He can't talk, so his orders, he'll post them in his channel.
Yeah.
The Brazilian cavalry cone, is it gonna... Because it could ride ahead and intercept stuff, or is it gonna stay just ahead
It's
of the
gonna stay.
Okay.
It's going to say she said to me to make it like a fighting unit and send this one to scout, the one on the east. This is kind of unfair for the Triple Alliance.
Well, they do have the numerical advantage, so...
Too bad that their guys are 2 kilometers south.
Yep, that's the...
And lost in the jungle.
Alright, Cone, what are the Paraguayans doing?
Moving up.
Oh, no, sorry, not Cone. Scrubs.
Oh, it's the Uruguay. I'm stupid.
So, for Lopez, he is moving his 2 cavalry forward. And he's moving slightly forward. Diaz says he's just forming up. I do not know what that means.
Yeah, I already did it for him. So what's first doing? What's Barrios doing?
Let me recheck. So he wants to spread the column into a line.
Oh, okay.
He then wants the infantry to fire a volley, then charge.
Okay. The whole column in a line, or?
Whole column.
I guess we can do something like that.
He then wants them to fire a volley, then charge, basically. And the light artillery is going to he said he wants them to be behind the infantry and shoot reinforcements or disengaged units.
Okay. What about second? What's he doing?
Second. Second is charging all four of his squadrons straight into the flank of the Brazilian artillery.
All 4 into their flank? Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not going to end well.
Alright, what about the infantry or the other cavalry?
He did not say anything.
Okay, well, I guess I'll stay there. Okay. So we'll do something like that. What about this cavalry over here? That belongs
Whose
to
cavalry?
first. These 2 right here that belong to first.
Those are Lopez's cavalry.
Oh, they're just charging in.
Yes.
Alright. Are they trying to assault the defenses?
He did not say, but I assume that makes sense.
Okay. Well, let me... I don't think cavalry... I don't think they're gonna do it. They've been repulsed.
They move up, get shot at, and leave.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. But they are breaking over here, so that's automatic. And then these guys. Wow. Okay. I think. Oh, I need to do artillery. I think that's it. So it's now 9:30. Go ahead and do screenshots. Holy dispatches. Alright, I'm gonna go. Alright. General Mitre rides up speeding on his horse and arrives with Panero, whose division is moving up to the edge of the forest and across the flat scrubland to the north. You can see the 1st Corps Cavalry scouting ahead, and in the far distance, Paraguayan cavalry are approaching you from the northwest.
Okay, so it is my time to give orders, or should I wait for Mitre to give his
I'll
orders?
let you two talk. I'll come back for your orders in a second. Alright, General Obez. So you you stir up your camp and get them moving, and the one to the west, and then you head north and arrive at that last camp where 1st and 2nd Brigade are located and get them moving.
All right,
as well.
fantastic. Around here, around Mitchell's camp, I'm going to put this as sort of the central rally spot for my forces. If need be, they're going to move a little bit past those woods to the sort of that north and central area. If there's not enough space, the gist here is I'm going to gather all my forces in my corps until I begin moving again. I do note that Mitre is moving to. Other than that, it's just going to be stay here get everyone roughly deployed in this entire area so it can be used as a reserve.
Got it. Thank you.
Stick. Thank you.
And the 5th and 6th brigades on reserve.
You guys ready?
Yeah, and then by the cans at the cap on soft.
I'll come back. Hold on.
Oh.
Oops, wrong one. Alright, General Marco. So, you continue heading southeast, and as you do so, you can see Argentine cavalry regiment riding towards your position with some infantry a little ways behind them.
Okay. So, this is where the fun begins. I want to immediately charge that cavalry.
Okay.
With my cavalry. And then I want to deploy 2 brigades of infantry, the front 2, in line. And then to screen the other 3 brigades to pivot around. And they're going to continue the flanking movement towards, to turn the enemy's flank.
So they're pivoting around where?
They're going to be, pivoting around the swamp.
Oh, okay.
And the 2 brigades and the cavalry are going to be screening them.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, one more thing. We're going to slowly advance on that enemy cavalry. And then at the last minute, we're going to go full steam.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, now it's time for orders.
Okay, just give the orders.
Okay, 7th and 1st Brigade are moving forward on the right. 5th and 6th are keeping reserve. I'm pulling the 1st Corps back. Every single cannon is firing on the incoming cav.
Okay. Start at the beginning. Who were the first ones you're sending out?
So the 7th Corps Brigade, that's the cannons.
Yeah.
Together, the 3rd Brigade are moving forward towards my right to protect the cannons, while the 1st Corps of Cav is pulling back, luring the Paraguayan Cav in, while the 5th and 6th Brigades are keeping reserve a little bit behind the cannons for protection, while the 3rd, 4th, actually from the 1st Brigade towards the 4th Brigade are keeping their defensive positions on the tree line on the left.
Okay, thank you. Mitre, are you going anywhere? Or are you staying here?
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Let's see.
No, why is it glitching into itself?
Let's see. I might need to take another one from Scrub. Do you need help moving anything? Cone, or you got yours?
Not just me. I have a question. Did you ever have a issue when your picture is lagging and it shows more than the one you took? It kind of glitches some pictures into it.
No, that's weird.
Alright,
Yeah, I know. I tried. It happened several times. Like, yeah.
so, President Lopez is not very pleased with Diaz right now, is moving to his position.
Okay. All right.
He's very displeased. Diaz is finally advancing forward.
Oh, he is advancing. Okay.
He wants to get an artillery duel with the Uruguayan artillery, apparently.
All right.
As for Risqueen, he is having all his units basically reform on the religion. English is a hard language. Ridge line. He's bringing his rockets up to support the ridge line, and the infantry are going to assume the cavalry's positions.
Okay. You're gonna have to say that again because I was moving Diaz. So Resqueen is bringing up rockets.
He's bringing up his rockets to support the ridge line.
Okay.
He's leaving 2 cavalry at their position.
Okay. Got it.
He is moving with the infantry towards the ridge line.
Okay.
He's basically, once they get there, they're going to take the cavalry's positions.
Got it.
He wants the cavalry that they try to use the Brazilian cannon on the Brazilian infantry right in front of them.
Okay, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Look at the picture. I sent it in umpires. Look at the picture. How did this even happen?
Where? Which one? Where is it at?
Umpires.
Umpire.
How can it glitch into itself?
Where is it glitching? I don't see it glitching. Oh, I see. Oh, that's freaky.
Now you see.
Yeah, I don't know. If you need me, I can take the screenshot for you. I mean, that mostly works. It's just, yeah, it is freaky. It must be the program you're using.
I'm using the one on Google.
Barrios is having the third assault the other Brazilian position.
The third is assault. Okay, so third's going this way. Okay, what else?
And the light artillery is going to, I believe, move behind the infantry, the 4th, and support that assault, I guess. I think he wants the light artillery to focus on the Brazilian position and the rockets to focus on the reinforcements, basically.
Okay.
Does he not? He doesn't have control of those light artillery, I guess.
No, not those
I guess
ones.
he... Okay, I guess he's going delusional then.
Finally, a normal picture. Yes.
Okay. The Brazilians, did they move up already?
I didn't ask. The picture problem was
Okay.
out
But
of hand.
that's
I
where they
will,
were.
I will go ask now.
Yeah. If that's where they were before.
Apparently, Lopez said his cavalry is going to follow him and just reform.
Lopez. Oh, okay.
Tony.
I'll just have them come up back here.
Alright, how do I move them? Lopez to Diaz's channel.
Alright, I'm gonna do this one. Oh, you just click their name and move them over.
I'll take screenshots first. 11 players are closely located. I don't have to worry about different screenshots.
Yeah.
The time is...
It's gonna be 9:45. I gotta do some combat first, though.
Alright, I'll wait. I think First Division is learning that assaulting prepared divisions is not fun.
Yeah, it's not. Let's see these two on that guy. sorts of fun combat. Let's see. Alright. Has Uruguay moved as much as... Oh, Cone's still... Oh, he's trying to figure out his screenshots. He hasn't... Dang it. He hadn't moved anyone yet or done anything. Yes, he's lying. Okay. You can go ahead and do your screenshots for the Paraguayos. That theirs isn't going to change. If you haven't already. Oops, not that.
All right. And he can Lopez see Diaz's like X channel? I assume not.
No, they won't see each other's channel, so you need to still share the channels with, or share the screenshots in each channel, but you can move them in the same voice channel.
Yeah, but Diaz can't talk.
Oh. Yeah, let me add... I'll add Diaz to Lopez's channel then. So they can... Oh. Dang it, I hate it when that happens. It's every game too. Robin. Okay. Yeah, let him know. I put Diaz in his channel so he can talk to him.
Can the engineers fight his infantry or?
Yeah, they can fight as infantry.
Okay. I'll take pictures now because I have nothing better.
Okay.
Let's hope they don't glitch. No, 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 no.
Do you need help with screenshots? Okay, I'm gonna go give updates. Alright, General Marco. So, your cavalry chased down the Argentine cavalry, which turn and flee. And as they continue pursuit, Argentine cannon in the edge of the trees unleash their fury and start firing upon your cavalry. Luckily, most shots miss, but there's definitely an enemy presence at the end of the woods, at the edge of the woods.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So, the 3 brigades that are still on the original mission are going to continue, and the 2 brigades that are screening, they're gonna close up with that tree line right there to the south of us. They're gonna like move forward closer to the enemy and move towards the tree line. The cavalry are going to withdraw east towards the trees over there.
Got it, thank you.
And I will be sending a dispatch.
Got it. Alright, Generals Mitre and Paunero. So, you can see your cavalry riding back to safety and the Paraguayan cavalry in hot pursuit, but your guns unleash their fury and begin to fire on the Paraguayan cavalry. And further behind them, you can just barely make out what appears to be an infantry line advancing towards you.
Yeah, this big red square behind those cav units. What is that?
That's their general.
Can I shoot him?
Yeah, you can target him with your artillery.
You probably want to kill the cav first, though.
No, just out of curiosity. Okay. Do I have any hidden units like the 2 units on the left on the tree line? Are they hidden?
Yeah, they're pretty well hidden right now.
Okay. So I guess I will try to pull me and the General Mitre back while my devs pulling back. A quick question. I was asking Mitre about that. How does counter cav charging works here? Because I know they're taking damage from the cannon fire. What happens if I counter charge their cav right now? Like,
you could try it.
I just pulled both generals and the cav back while the infantry unit that's directly behind them move forward to cover the retreat of the cav and the generals, while all the infantry units near the cannons and the cannons start firing on the cav. With the exception of the 2 units on the left, they are supposed to still be hidden, not to fire.
Okay. Got it. Mitre, are you staying here or are you going anywhere?
Nah, I'm quite comfortable here.
Alrighty, thank you.
Oh, no, I'll also pull back, by the way, to avoid, instant death.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, General Obez. So you remain in this camp as your forces continue to gather. You can hear artillery fire continue to the northwest, but now you can hear it to the northeast as well, near Paunero's camp.
I see. Move first of both brigades of 1st Division and both brigades of 2nd Division to the northern clearing, while 3rd and 4th Division move on to the southern clearing. Also bring up the supply. I'm going to move the supply wagon. So first division, first division supply wagon, and 2nd Division that order to head to the northern clearing with the cavalry. 3rd Division, 4th Division, artillery, and the rest of the supply wagons to join with me where Mitra's camp used to be. Right now, other than that, I'm not sure. It's just going to be that matter of just repositioning and getting everyone in a place, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Let's see. Maybe I can listen in on something.
Engage in a cavalry battle with visiting cavalry. It's you can't really tell what the outcome's going to be right now, but your hussars are currently in a brutal melee with the Brazilians.
Okay. I'm gonna send the 2 brigades of cavalry that are currently unengaged on my right flank to assault the Brazilian cavalry on their left flank, aka the right from my perspective. And I'm gonna send the infantry in after them to push through and support our cavalry in this melee. And if anyone in my command can operate those Brazilian cannons, then I'd like them to start firing canister into the Brazilian cavalry. And if they cannot operate them, then I'd like the artillery to that battery of artillery to withdraw behind the friendly Paraguayan infantry next to them. And finally, I personally want to ride forward to where the I guess southern or northernmost, depending on your perspective, but Paraguayan infantry unit is the 2nd, just south of my cavalry, to get a closer view of the fighting up there. And if my Congreves are firing to good effect, then have them continue, but if in this melee it's too difficult, have them cease fire and wait for better targets.
Did you get that all, James?
Not all of it, so we'll have to repeat it in the Empire channel.
I can. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
I didn't get the first part. I was kind of rushing through trying to get my notes open. Sorry.
Okay. My main question is: 1st and 2nd divisions advancing with you? Are they staying?
Yes, the infantry.
Yeah.
The infantry's advancing with me.
Okay, got it.
And my unengaged cavalry should attack their cavalry on the flank.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to Empire Channel.
Okay.
So, Diaz has realized that he's been stopped by one whole unit of Uruguayan artillery.
Is he advancing now? What's he doing?
He's advancing. I gotta post in Umpire's chat what he's doing.
He's sending the... Why is it upside down? Dang it.
As for Lopez, he is personally leading his cavalry to go support the 3rd.
The 3rd...
His cavalry.
Okay. So he's gonna go attack these guys?
Yeah. Diaz is also personally assaulting the Uruguayan positions with his men.
Oh, and Diaz is assaulting. Okay, this should be fun. With his men... What, his cavalry or his infantry?
I think second and those blocks are going towards the Brazilian position.
Oh, okay, hold on.
The rest of the unit is going towards the oh god.
What about his cavalry? What are they doing?
Oh god, they're going with the Uruguayans, I think. Oh god.
This This is gonna be fun. They took too long. They gave the Uruguayans time to get up here.
God. It's not a fun time to be a Uruguayan soldier. As for if you're about to roll me a whole entire shopping list,
Who did?
I'll borrow a stick.
Oh, okay.
First, the 1st Regiment of 3rd Brigade will attack the artillery. The 2nd Regiment will retreat.
What?
I don't know what he means by
He's
that.
lost control of everything. What's 4th doing? That's like all he has control of right now.
I think I had
He
the
wants one unit
longest
of the
request.
4th Brigade to attack the visiting cavalry. I believe he wants his 4th to basically attack.
Okay, well, we'll do this. We're just gonna send him to the fray. Alright, everything's in the fray. Where's he going?
He's trying to rally. He's trying to rally the cavalry that fled, and he still believes he has control of horse artillery.
Okay, well, if he's doing that...
And I guess he wants his rockets. I imagine he would want his rockets to attack the infantry.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay. Alright, I need to roll, and then we'll go. Let's see. Ooh. Here. That's not a good position for him. That's not fair.
Like I just chaotic melee in the middle, and there's just like a pleasant skirmish over here with the artillery. Why there's like this valiant frontal charge against prepared positions, like on a movie. Over here. Oh God, the Uruguayans have not brought up their baggage trains.
This is just utter chaos over here. Alright, I think that's all the combat. So it is now 10 o'clock.
Can we take screenshots now or?
Go for it.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is a battle.
Quite a one, ain't it?
Yeah. This is right here. I mean, Diaz is there.
Oh, I forgot to roll for... Hold on. I'm gonna see if people die.
No, what time is it? 10 o'clock.
No one dies. Okay, they got lucky.
I think all of your Paraguayan commanders on this side, no, only one isn't. Two aren't. All of them are in danger right now.
Thank God the picture didn't. Flag itself, I don't know.
Time.
It's 10 o'clock.
10.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, too many dispatches.
Diaz and Lopez aren't co-located, right? But yeah.
Oh, Scrubs, make sure to.
Oh no, just go up something or. Oh no, I didn't.
Oh no, wait, where'd Scrubs go? Hey,
Would have been nice if he attacked when I told him to. Oh boy, okay.
Scrubs, just so you know, in future screenshots, will you make sure that north is always up on the screenshot?
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm, Yikes.
Hello, gentlemen. Alright, so you have moved back behind the tree line to safety. Unfortunately, it also obscures your view a bit. But your artillery battery on the left continues to fire at the enemy who's apparently on the way. The enemy cavalry does not continue pursuit. They've turned around and fled north.
Scared cats.
Okay, I'm moving my cap towards the left side and towards the hidden units.
Okay.
I'm moving the 8th Brigade to accompany the 4th Division on the right as well.
Okay.
Keep them close together. Mitchell, you said I have another cap unit? I don't think I...
You just have one.
Only one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what I can do right now. Any suggestions?
Who the hell is Flores?
That's the.
Oh, it's the
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Yeah, Venancio Flores, yeah.
Because he successfully sent a message to Mitra's 945 being bombarded by Lopez's Grand Artillery without giving, location or who sent it.
Right,
Amazing job.
Can I kill him? Please, can I kill him?
Alright. So your division continues to form up. It's pretty well formed and organized now, actually. You can continue to hear artillery fire far to the north and the northeast.
I see. I will head towards the hill located to my northwest.
Alright. With your division?
Yes. With first, second, and the cavalry.
Okay.
And then right behind them, the 3rd, 4th, the artillery, and the supply wagons will form up behind in the clearing that they have just vacated. And then they will move right after. So, ideally, I will join the cavalry. The problem is that we have to cross a bunch of woods to get there, or rather, jungle.
Yeah.
But the objective is to get to the hill where Flores was initially located.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Alright, General Marco.
Right.
Let me remind myself what's going on. So your infantry line is now fallen under artillery fire, but your cavalry successfully escaped to the north and they're reforming.
Okay.
You can see more infantry to the south.
So yeah. What we're going to do is we're looking from the map. We're gonna need the column's gonna continue into the forest, where it's gonna cut hard west, and they're gonna stop at the clearing.
Okay.
Then the line, they are going to advance towards the forest, but they're going to do it by turning 90 degrees. They're going to maintain the same formation, but they're going to turn so that they're walking towards the trees, so that if the enemy pushes up to us, we only need to turn 90 degrees and we're back facing them in battle line.
Okay.
And the cavalry will reform.
All right. Thank you. Artillery fire. Nothing major. I can't do anything here till I know what they're doing. What the heck? How'd that cavalry get over there? I guess they went wide around. I don't know. That's weird. Well, while I'm waiting, I can add smokes things, I guess. Is that all that Brazil has? Oh, that is all that Brazil has. No reserves either. Well, they do have a very lovely line, including the engineers. These guys are shooting into trees. Oh, and they've brought their horse artillery up. Let's help. The artillery officer is going to help a little bit. Put it over here and give some room to shoot. So I guess they fell back, which means these guys would move up. Something like that. I don't know. I don't think the cavalry would stick around though. It's not really a nice spot for them. Look, two long lines shooting at each other. These guys, I guess they'd hold for there. We'll see what their orders are, but they'd probably keep going since they ran away. Heck, we're just going to do it. We'll see if the orders differ. Lots of cavalry in this, actually. Lots of cavalry charges. I don't know. I don't know if I'm playing it right, but we're letting cavalry charge each other for fun. Which means these guys would probably plop over here. And they would make progress getting over that. They're running away. And they don't have much of a target anymore. Too far. Yeah, the Brazilians are in trouble. Well, they're both in trouble, but they actually have good enough. Of course, they took a while to get formed up. But he'll be able to help them kind of to form a second line. But he could get flanked over there, which will be interesting. If Marco's smart, he won't attack them directly. Of course, he doesn't know what's over here, but he's already moving kind of in a flank attack, so he could be decisively hit over there, kind of distract these guys and do that. Hey, Cone, did the cavalry that's over here, did they just ride around the swamp?
Oh, it's swamp. Let me just put him here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He told him to pull back, but I didn't know it was a swamp.
Yeah, they're not going through that thing.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. Yeah, the Brazilian's got a nice long line. I guess we're waiting on Scrubs for his stuff.
Truly the Waterloo of South America.
Alright.
That is what DS is doing in the Empire Channel.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So President Lopez is moving towards the 3rd and 2nd Brigade. He is actually taking direct control of them. And he's having them... Yeah, he's basically having them do what DS wants them to do.
Okay, let's go. Are they bayonet charging?
Yes.
Alright.
He's having his cavalry stay where they are,
Are
basically.
they attacking? I guess.
I assume he wants them to attack, yeah.
We'll just have them do that. No need to have cavalry charging. Okay. Alright, I need to roll then. Lots of rolling. Hold on. Oh wow, got lucky. No, still actually. I hate it when that happens. Alright, for these guys leading from the front. Wow, no damage. Lucky. Alright, we got these guys shooting each other. 4, 2. Broken. Lots of combat. Almost done. Okay. I think.
Resgren is having his rockets fired at the Brazilian infantry, by the way.
Oh, let me.
The ones that are the ones that are currently engaged, like in line combat right now, like the 19th.
Okay. The one. Tell him it needs to move up because they're too far back now. Alright. I think we're ready for screenshots. So it's now 10:15. You guys are sending dispatches along too, right?
Yes.
Cone, are you keeping up with them?
Oh yeah. I mean, mine are not writing that much dispatches, so
Okay, that makes it easy. Oops, wrong person. Don't send that. I'm probably being way too generous on the dispatches. Just easier to send them immediately than track the delay. Alright, I'm gonna go give orders. Get orders.
Okay.
Alright, General Obez. So, you ride through the woods and then up the hill. And as you crest the hill, far to the north, you see quite a sight. The Brazilians and Uruguayans are fighting a desperate battle at the defenses against the Paraguayans, who are already on the other side of the defenses for the most part.
I see. Get the cavalry down from the hill and bring the rest of the troops up.
Okay.
Send. Oh, by the way, send 2 men from the one towards Osorio, the other one towards one towards Osorio, the other one towards Flores to tell them I am here.
Okay. You'll write a dispatch for that?
Yes.
Alright. Sounds good. Thank you. All
No,
right.
what?
Hello.
Hello.
The enemy has wheeled right a little bit, so they're facing more to the woods, kind of to your left.
Yeah.
And they're still advancing. The line's advancing. You can see their cavalry is reformed behind their infantry line.
Yeah. So, I will start moving the. Let me see. I will move the 3rd Brigade 50. No, actually, I moved the 3rd Division 50 Brigade towards the left, while I advanced the 2nd Brigade, 2nd Division, and 7th Division forward on the center, while keeping the 4th Division, 7th and 6th Brigade on the right still in hold, while our left moves a little bit towards the left side as well, just to scout a little bit, and the Cav does the same thing. And also, I move my general a little bit towards the left as well. Any suggestions, Mitri?
Make sure that where you move to has a good view, so it isn't behind like a billion trees. Especially if you're pushing your infantry, you can probably move up to behind your infantry.
Yeah, so that's I'm moving in total 3 units towards the left, 2 units on the center, keeping 2 units on the right in hold, and keeping 1 infantry unit in the center in reserve, just in case they do anything funny, while all the cannons still firing at the infantry advancing.
Hang on, are you advanced?
Mitre, what are you doing? You staying here?
I'll just move with what's the space to get a better view for.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
I hate pronouncing all these names.
Alright, General Marco. Oh, I didn't give you a screenshot. That makes life difficult. Hold on. Alright, your line has wheeled roughly 90 degrees to the right, face the forest as ordered. Your other half of the division is almost completely within the trees now.
Okay.
Enemy cannon, one battery still firing upon your line. The other two are a little bit too far.
All right. Have the units that are in the forest push out their skirmishers to screen them, while we move into position to hold the edge of the forest to block the Argentinians.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
I can do this combat at least.
So that's what Diaz is trying to do. He's rotating his regiments, kind of, to keep the fresh ones in front. And he is charging the other cavalry into the infantry.
Don't you post an umpire? Okay.
Yep.
So he wants to cycle them
Yeah.
while they're engaged. Alright.
These guys have a rather idealistic idea of how much control they have, but yes. So this is for Resquin. This is kind of, I guess, not outdated, but he wanted his cavalry with no disruption to attack the Brazilian infantry in the side. His cavalry with 1 disruption to block any Brazilian cavalry attack. His cavalry with 4 disruption to fall back to the captured artillery.
Oh, sorry. Where's all that? Who's?
Okay, so Brigadier General Resquin wants his cavalry with no disruption to attack the Brazilian infantry
Oh, okay.
in the side, if possible.
Okay.
I think he meant like a charge.
I know. They're not gonna do it.
Okay. He wanted. I know it's not possible for them anymore. He wanted the four disruption cavalry to withdraw.
Yeah, that's not. If I've learned anything recently, it's that you have little control once they're out fighting. They might withdraw on their own, but okay. Is he going in with his infantry, or where is he gonna go?
I assume so. He wants the infantry to move up to support first, basically.
Okay, that's a bit crowded now, but we'll do our best.
Oh, this is probably a very bloody ridge right now.
Yep. All right.
Diaz can still read Lopez's channel.
Oh yeah, let me fix that. Okay. All right, did that cover all the orders we got?
He's bringing all his artillery up, by the way, into range.
I'll just move it for now. What about Barrios?
He's moving up to his infantry.
Okay. Alright, Conan, have you already done your stuff?
Yeah, I moved the troops.
There's not much they can do, they're kinda... No.
Well, yeah, they just have to hold.
A lot of low rolls today. Wow, all these are super low. It's like the turn of nothing happening. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Alright, I think that's everything. So, a lot of the rolls in both lines are a bit stagnant, but that's alright. Alright, go ahead and do screenshots. It is now 10:30.
10:30. Okay. Oh yeah. When will the battle end?
Well, we'll go another hour in real time and see where we're at that point. Probably go-
Okay.
we should have some decisive results by then.
I think the things will go better for the Triple Alliance with the reinforcements. I mean the Argentinians coming in.
Yeah. If they can hold long enough.
But I don't know if the Argentinians will get hold up by the third
Yeah.
of the Paraguay. I am incapable of speaking normal English.
He might confuse the Uruguayans and the Paraguayans.
That's hard. They sound the same. Paraguayan, Uruguay.
It may be because I'm not British.
They're Spanish names.
Oh my gosh, so many dispatches.
Dispatch Central.
Obez loves to send his dispatches, so let's see.
Mailman Simulator.
Can Lopez and Diaz even send dispatches right now?
Technically no. So you may want to tell them they need to get out of the fight if they're going to be sending dispatches.
James, you know Diaz is charging his bayonets, right?
Oh. Hold on, let me make it look that way then. So Diaz is charging bayonets.
Yes. They're both Lopez and Diaz are charging with bayonets.
Well, okay, we'll just... Have you done screenshots already?
Yeah, but...
You can redo them. Hold on. We'll just make it more decisive. Let's see. They broke...
Oh god, no, not the pictures, not pictures.
Sorry, we gotta redo them.
Redo what?
Oh, your picture's messing up.
He's also charging with his cavalry, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, send them in.
And my cooling fan is broken now. Great.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Alright, they're breaking. And Lopez is too.
Yes, they're both charging.
Alright, well, that warrants another. Let's see if they die roll. Oh! Diaz might be dying. Hold on. Alright, Diaz is injured. Lopez is not. Let's see, that's 2, 3, 4. Alright, you can do new screenshot then.
Oh, okay.
Alright, where was I? Let's see if... I'm gonna go get orders.
No, is Diaz like dying or just wounded?
Wounded. So not dying, but I mean, you can tell him his leg got shot or something. It'll take him out of the fight for a little bit. He won't be able to keep up with the charge. Alright, gentlemen. So the enemy's continuing to advance. They're kind of advancing on your left and not directly towards you. Your artillery's shooting on their endmost unit. But you receive a dispatch from 1st Brigade out west in the woods, and their scouts have spotted a large number of Paraguayans moving west through the woods, a few hundred yards ahead of them.
Yeah. So I'm deploying the 2 units that are moving towards the left to link up with the 2 units already there to form a line.
Okay.
My unit that's already engaged keep pushing forward, while the 2 units on the right start pushing on this flank of the Paraguayan forces that has a fort on it.
Okay.
While all the Italians do their best and blast the Paraguayans. While in the meantime, why can I see my cav? Is my cav engaged or the infantry engaged? On the left?
No.
They're not engaged, I just can't see them.
They're in the trees, so you can only kind of see the tail end of them.
Okay.
Alright.
Can I suggest that we move to where we previously were so we can get a better view? Because that would still be behind our front line, or new front line.
You want us to move where?
To where we were before.
But we have even less.
No, but we now have an infantry unit in front of us, so it's not as big as like.
Yeah, but anything that will be going on our left.
Yeah, but what's going on our left, we're not going to be able to see unless we're literally sitting on top of it, and then won't be able to see anything on our right. But if we move slightly forward, we can see literally everything in front of us.
Okay.
Because you say they were going west.
Mm-hmm.
Is that away from us, right?
Yep.
So have they just not seen us potentially, and they're just walking away?
Don't know.
Quite possible. So, yeah, so full steam ahead. The 2 units in the center start engaging. The 2 units on the right side pushing the flank, while the rest of the units move towards the left to form a line. While all the cannons try to break this Paraguay unit that's already engaged.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Alright, General Obez.
Yeah.
So your cavalry's moved down off the hill. Your infantry's starting to arrive in your rear, and you can continue to barely see the battle up to the north.
Yes. send a dispatch to. Oh no, the third's already moving. The supply wagons, send them via westward until they hit the road, at which point they are to head north. Infantry, infantry just keep moving. Cavalry move a little bit further forwards, or significantly further forwards. I want to be able to deploy the corps behind either of them, and then from that point on, I'll discern where to go. But yeah, that's the gist.
All right.
Everybody else, just keep pulling.
Thank you. Got it.
Like, yeah, I thought we thought.
All right.
All right. So you are advancing in the woods. Your leftmost unit or eastmost unit is under heavy artillery fire, and the infantry's moved up to engage them. Your 5th Brigade in the woods to your southwest has sent back a rider and said that they've spotted Argentine scouts and pickets in the woods.
Okay. All right. Okay. Have the disrupted unit pulled back, and then wheel into those woods facing east.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is what we will do for now.
What about your units that are in the woods?
Have them set up like all around pickets for right now. Just like, to the points of the compass. So.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
One question: is there like can generals challenge each other?
Sure. Yeah, Flores challenging Lopez.
Yes.
All right, that'll be fun.
And he orders his cavalry to charge Diaz, and yeah.
Okay.
So Diaz drew a map again.
What's that?
Diaz drew a map.
Oh, he drew a map. Okay.
Cavalry in the rear to him to attack the Uruguayan cavalry.
Okay.
You're sighing.
There's too many lines in that, but I got it. Okay.
President is trying to bring his infantry through the bog, or I don't know what it is. I'm moving them. He wants them to fire into the Brazilian cavalry from the swamp, or whatever that is.
The infantry in the bog.
Do you see where I'm placing his infantry?
Oh, yeah, I do. No, they're trying to go in the bog?
Alright, he's trying to flank through there.
Okay, tell them they're...
And fire.
They're all bogged down in the bog. They're not... It's not really passable.
It's a dumb move. Dumb move. Very dumb.
The men are up to their waists in mud now.
Very dumb.
We want basically them to fire on the cavalry from there, but yeah, as for the artillery, he wants them to fire, yeah.
Yeah, okay, they'll start firing. Alright. Okay. Is everyone moved where they should be?
Yes.
Should be, yes.
First, the duel between Flores and Lopez should be.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh my god.
Duel
A
time. Who
duel.
lives? Who lives? Oh no.
Oh no,
Flores is dead.
Flores. Oh no.
He's dead.
I will break the news to him.
Break the good news to Lopez.
Alright, well, these guys are breaking.
Would that cause the Uruguayans to break?
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, they're about to break anyway.
They are already broken. Is Lopez at least wounded or something?
No, he didn't get wounded. He's
Wait,
invincible.
that man is invincible.
Alright, their Quines are pretty much broken now. Alright, what's Brazil? Is it Brazil bringing their line up or anything? Or are they just holding that line right there?
They are holding the line.
Oh, actually, I forgot. He is second and third. First division is charging.
Second and first. Oh, okay.
Oh, first division is the charging.
Just first, or they're all?
All of them.
Alright, everyone charge. Well, okay. I think we're gonna have. Well, we'll see. Three. The charge
Why is
failed. But they still got some units they can send back. Alright, then we got the cavalry over here to resolve. Oops.
Just game.
Oh my gosh. One more. Woo. Alright, so the Brazilian cavalry, the infantry held, but the cavalry's running. Alright, I think I didn't do combat over here. Alright, you guys can do screenshots over there. That side's done.
Oh, that's their fight looks peaceful.
Is
Like-
that even a fight? Is that even a fight?
Like,
That's
like
a-
look over here. We have this like
skirmish.
mass assault of bodies, cavalry battles, artillery duels, duels to the death between commanders. Sorry.
Alright, so we're at
And then over here.
10:45.
And they're just taking pop shots to see if they hit something.
Alright, General Marco. So your line has wheeled left again and is marching into the woods. Enemy artillery is still pounding your line, but for the most part, it's not doing too much. What are orders?
Get into those woods, and yeah, preferably engage the enemy from there.
Okay.
And then haven't the troops that are deeper in the woods, they haven't like heard anything like the firing. What do I hear to my west?
Nothing. Well, okay, so you're far west, you still hear lots of artillery, but in the near west, where your other half of your division is, it's quiet.
Okay. Well then, have them, like, go into, have, like, the 1st Brigade in line, go into, like, a skirmish order, and then slowly press up towards that ridge to see what's going on there.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Base your 4 units on the right. Thereby meaning you can use your 4 units in the bottom left just to hit them in the flank.
Alright.
Yeah.
So the enemy is moving into the woods on your left, and that's about it. What are your orders?
Okay. So our plan is the 4 units left of the 2nd horse cannons. Form them on a line left of the cannons.
Okay.
Start forming them up as quick as they can, and put a cap that's somewhere of their back, a little bit closer towards the cannons, while the 4 units pushing on their left, our right, start mounting the attack. Is that what we agreed, Michael?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And then that means that the 4 units on our left, when they turn to face our 4 units on the right, can then hit their units in the flank.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I had the program just like drawn what I want them to do.
Well, you could take the screenshot and draw on it.
I could do that. Hold up.
There's people that do that. Alright, thank you. Alright, General Obes.
Yeah.
So, as you can see the battle unfolding before you, and it's mixed news. It looks like the Brazilians have repelled the Paraguayan assault, and the Paraguayans are retreating back. But on the other hand, the Uruguayans are broken and falling back themselves.
Yes. I believe the cavalry is not doing that great, or rather, the Brazilian cavalry is not doing that great. So I'll send my own cavalry westwards to disengage, or rather, to engage the Paraguayan cavalry, while my own troops, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, are going to deploy in that order. First is going to link up with the Brazilians and stay on the road. Then a little bit to the south. Essentially, I want to refuse that flank, spanning to the woods. Then the 2nd, and then the 3rd. 4th is to stay in reserve, and I want to go to the center. artillery is to deploy along between to deploy in a central location as required. Get these guys at the double. Sound of the horns. Do it.
Alright, so you want the first with the Brazilians and the
The first. Okay. Do you see the road where the Uruguayans, where currently the Brazilian knife pounder is,
Yep.
or roughly around there?
Okay, that's all 3 brigades heading that way.
That's the first, and then to its right, I want the second, and then to its right, I want the third, and the fourth just stay in reserve behind them.
Okay, got it.
The cavalry is heading westward to engage the Paraguayan cavalry in the rear. Artillery is to move up to a position which it can actually get close to the enemy, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Only half hour left. I don't know.
All right. So, Resquin has relied the error of his ways in attempting to. I can move. Can Diaz move?
Can Diaz move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Well, he's got the
so-
cavalry right next to him, so I don't know if he wants to. But
Yeah, he's having his cavalry. The cavalry is coming to support them.
okay. Where does Diaz want to go then?
I don't know. The
Alright.
president is taking command of the infantry and having them charge into the Brazilians.
Okay. So they're gonna do something like that. Oh, charge again. Lots of charging. Is he still leading from the front?
I assume so.
Okay.
Well, he sent a dispatch, so I assume not.
Alright, well, we'll have him hold back then.
Wesgrin wanted his cavalry to charge the Brazilian infantry.
His cavalry charging. Okay, lots of charging. Alright.
He was also going to have his infantry movements moved to double quick. To the front, I guess.
Alright, double quick out of the mud.
Yeah. Boros is going to have his units that were not routing stay and fight the Brazilians to hold them in place.
Okay.
They're having such a nice tea party in the east.
It's just a pleasant skirmish.
It's a tea party. They haven't made a picnic in the forest.
Have they literally not moved the entire game?
They've been maneuvering.
About 80% of it.
Alright. Let me roll combat.
I feel very bad for the Uruguayan player. His command is literally shattered.
Yeah, he had a
He's
small-
dead. Like,
Yeah, you can tell him he'd come here to watch it from here if you wanted.
good news. He said this is the most fun he had losing while playing. That's important. Having fun.
That is important.
Actually, I believe Diaz wanted to move to rally the infantry that were routing, basically.
Oh, okay. I'll have him catch up to them then.
Who do you think is winning so far?
It's actually hard to say.
I think the Triple Alliance is because of the tea party they're having here. That's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Uruguayans might have been broken, but the Argentinians are going to help the Brazilians. And look just how many Paraguays Paraguayans have fled, are broken.
Yeah, they've taken a lot of.
Casualties assaulting the
And
French.
that is historically accurate.
It is, yeah. They didn't even. I don't think they even made it past this line when they tried to attack. Oh, they're done.
They have tried to attack, they have been pushed back, and they have sent a cavalry, but they have been also pushed back. So the cavalry chose to kind of flee while going at the side of the fortification, so they got shot. Yeah. Not very strategically smart.
Oh, he killed the president. He killed the president of Uruguay. By the way.
What is the next battle?
It's a battle tech.
Game schedule. Battle tech on the 16th of June.
Alright, what else we got going on? Oh yeah, they're engaging them. Yeah, you can tell the Uruguayan president if he wants to just ride along with someone else, like maybe the
Yeah, I
Brazilian.
told him that, but he said that he didn't want to because it would ruin the immersion.
Oh, okay.
I told him that he can spectate. I'll go and check up on him time to time so that he doesn't get bored.
Alright, I think that's done. So we're at 11 o'clock.
Picture time.
Picture time.
I'm sending this to the Daily Bugle.
I believe Bro is trying to rally his men, by the way. The broken men, by the way.
Who?
Boreas.
Oh, okay. Where is he? Barrios.
What is it? 11 o'clock. Yes.
Yeah, it's 11. Yeah, so if they're ever rallying men, then give them a smaller screenshot because they're focused on that and they're not going to see as much as the battle.
Man, I hate these dispatches where they don't even type the time.
Yeah. All right. You can hear fighting in the woods just to the south. So the enemy is engaged with someone down that way. And then to your east, an enemy infantry line is advancing on your position. Your rider went into the woods to relay the orders for the 3rd Brigade to head west and scout. Yep. What are your orders?
Let's see. Hmm.
Do you need me to come back?
No, I don't think so. Continue to continue to give ground. Try to keep that unit, the unit with 4 disruption, from engaging the enemy yet.
Okay.
Continue to pull the enemy west. Have the cavalry move east to threaten the flank.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. I'm just doing it as you say it, so.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Alright. So orders are sent out, and in the woods to your west, you can hear and see your brigades there are engaged with the enemy. On your right, or dead ahead of you to the north, your line's advancing. And most part is not in range yet.
Okay. Tell those bastards to run as much as they can.
Okay.
In the meantime, Mitchell, how can we see what's going on our left? We need to move out our generals there.
We need to actually go there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll move my general a little bit towards the left as well.
Okay.
I'll send you an image of what I want.
I only want to see their far left flank, and probably take the cavalry with us to screen us personally.
What's the name there? Hello.
I got it. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Alright, General Obez. Did I give?
Yep.
Yeah, I give you a screenshot.
I can see it, and I feel the situation is going back, right?
So, the Brazilians are being pushed back, but are holding. The Uruguayans are in full retreat. You don't even see Presidente Flores anywhere. And your men are running to position as ordered.
Yes. Get the 4th Division out into the field. I have to join the rest of the forces. They're on the front lines. We have to refuse the flank behind the Brazilians. Essentially to play in the gap where the Uruguayans were. Because right now they are going to be outflanked very quickly if I don't do anything.
Yeah, so you want all your units to go to the right where the Uruguayans were?
Yes. They're to plug in that gap where the Uruguayans were. The cavalry, from what I can see, their situation's not that great. I'll similarly move up with them, because I do want to be in the front lines for that.
Okay.
So, that's the idea.
Got it. artillery, what are they doing?
Artillery, they are moving to the left in that, or rather, they're moving to the left roughly where you can see that, Brazilian regiment breaking.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are within range, I want them to open fire.
Got it. And 4th is staying on the hill in reserve?
No, 4th is going down.
Oh, 4th is moving. Okay.
4th is going down. They're still staying in reserve, but they are a much closer reserve than staying on the hill. Because right now, if they get to the hill, we are fucked.
Yeah. Okay.
I will similarly be joining them. I don't want to fully abandon the hill, but at the same time, ugh.
Okay. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think so. Argentina's winning over here. I don't know what Marcos needs to do something with these guys, but they're a little bit slow. They could have hit them in the rear, but now they missed that. And I mean, Uruguay's gone, but Argentina's moving up, mostly fresh. How's it going?
Oh, what? Is that me or? Oh shit, that is me. Pardon? How much more? 1 or 2 turns? It's getting pretty close by now.
Yeah, we'll probably 2 more. So did you not sleep at all, or did you wake up early?
So I kinda went to sleep around 12, put my alarm on every 5 minutes not to sleep in, and yeah, kinda half-assed my dreams.
Huh.
Well, no worries about it. If I didn't have any free time to kill, then I wouldn't have umpired this.
Yeah.
Besides, this is funny. This is more entertaining than sleeping.
That's true.
I can sleep today all I want after I come back from school.
just need scrubs. There he is.
Alright.
Hello.
So Diaz is currently just rallying his infantry, and he's going to bring his artillery in to support Lopez.
Okay.
Beerus is doing a cunning plan of withdrawing.
Who is?
Moros.
Who? Where?
Moros. First Division.
First of Barrios.
Barrios.
Oh, he's withdrawing.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. I don't even know which units are his. I guess it's all these units. So they're all withdrawing, huh?
Yeah, they're moving to those positions, yeah.
Oh, did you already move them, or?
No.
Okay.
I mean, on the way that was withdrawn.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Let me look at it.
The Uruguayans, Westquiz wanted to do something like this, I believe.
Yeah, they'll turn in.
The first to charge into the Brazilians.
Okay.
One second to engage the cavalry.
Alright.
I don't think they're charging, I think they're firing.
Okay.
I assume this ridge line is littered with bodies, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it would be pretty bad. Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes it even more decisive with Barrios pulling back.
He he wants to bring his the cavalry, reserve cavalry up the air. Westquiz sent a guy to go bring him up.
Okay. You can go do that.
I moved it here, right?
Okay.
Where the end of the roller is. I assume these cavalry will be supporting Lopez, but
Yeah, did they get orders at all?
no, but I assume they'll be supporting Lopez.
Yeah, at least be next to him. I don't know, what are these guys doing? I guess they're moving to the woods and shoot. These guys aren't even shooting at anything.
Can we take pictures or?
Hold on. Almost ready, almost ready. Wait, where'd they go? Oh, they left. Okay. Yep, go for it.
Thank you.
It is now 11:15.
Oops. Whoops. Misclick. Eleven 15.
All right. So, your men run straight into battle, straight into the firefight. But they arrive at a good time. They're able to cover the retreat of the Uruguayans. And by this point, the Paraguayan, their attack's kind of piecemeal, so there's disparate brigades attacking at different points in the line. But your men are able to cover the Brazilian flank, and so far doing okay.
Fantastic. Question: where's the fourth?
They're just out of screenshot behind you.
I see. Since they're just out of screenshot range, okay, you see that that Paraguayan third, whatever, the one that's like mostly wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Shift the second, both brigade, or rather, shift one brigade of the second, the third brigade of the second division to attack that. While the third division is to attack the fourth, the one that's currently in the woods firefighting with the second and third. So they're to move up and begin engaging their flank.
Okay.
Right there. Other than that, stay in the line, rally, try to organize any sort of defense, and make sure that the position doesn't break.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Further.
All right, gentlemen, you have moved into the woods just to the behind your line, where there's fierce firefight going on. You can see your far left flank, the 6th Brigade, is engaged, and that commander reports a significant amount of enemy. The 1st Division and the other part of 3rd Division are battling. What are your orders?
Is the right side engaging?
Yep, you can hear a lot of fire, small arms fire from that direction.
Okay. Okay, I guess we are pulling back all this for this line. I want to send you the image like this near the cannons, and all the 3 cannons start firing on the infantry that we're just engaging, and we pull back the general and also the cav.
Okay.
And the cannons give us cover while we pull back.
Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, General Marco. So the enemy is advancing quickly on your left, and 1st Brigade is breaking, unfortunately, under the heavy fire. But your cavalry have been able to maneuver. You can see they're to their flank and actually behind them. Meanwhile, in the woods, you receive a dispatch from 5th Brigade that they're heavily engaged with a unit to their southeast. And you receive a dispatch from 3rd Brigade who says they've reached the base of the hill far to the west, and that the hill is empty except for supply wagons, but that their forward scouts saw Argentines moving off the hill heading north.
Okay. All right. Flurry of orders. Cavalry will charge the rear of the enemy.
Okay.
The units in this clump right here, they'll disengage northwest.
Okay.
Using the cavalry charge as cover. Let's see. I will ride over to 4th and 5th Brigade, and I'll order 3rd Brigade to get to the top of the hill and destroy those supplies.
Okay. Got it.
They're gonna have a bad day if they're frickin' overland march through like the swamp is This is all their supply.
Alright, thank you. Let's do the cavalry charge real fast. Gotta do the artillery shooting at him.
So Lopez is bringing his cavalry into charge 1st Division, 1st Brigade. I think Diaz is bringing his men at a double quick into the fight.
Okay, sorry, say that again. I was finishing up something.
He's bringing his men into the fight where Lopez is at a double quick.
Diaz is bringing his men in the fight at the double quick. Okay. Alright.
So Barrios is charging again.
Oh, he's turning around and charging.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Wizgwin wants to withdraw.
Okay, that's fine.
He wants his men to all disengage and just go back to the ridgeline.
Yeah, so they're gonna charge into a withdrawing group. That'll work well. Alright, that's fine.
I think this may be that may have just won this battle for the Triple Alliance.
Yeah, it's over. It was close though.
I think so. It's in game.
Yeah, let me.
The leader of the Brazilians and Argentinians are together. Should I umpire them or?
No, we're about to call it.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to move everyone or?
Let me. Yeah, let me make sure it's in a state. That's fine. Yeah. Well, let me do combat. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see. Broke. Yeah, that's. We're just gonna. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's bring everyone into. We'll go to the lobby.
Okay.
That was an interesting game.
Hola.
Hola. Bien hecho a todos.
Wow.
Alright. Everyone can see my screen? We got everyone here? Or I'm still
Yep.
missing someone.
Oh,
Now we got everyone. Alright. Well, I hope everyone had fun. Everyone did good. So you can see the end result here. We are declaring this a victory for the Triple Alliance,
Good.
which is historical.
That again?
Yes.
So, let me make it so I can draw some stuff, and then we'll. So the Portuguese, sorry, not Portuguese, the Paraguayans had 4 divisions, and they sent 3 of them pretty much together, very well, starting off very quickly down this way, with a 4th one coming this way to watch the flank. The Brazilians and Uruguayans didn't have much at the defenses. There was 3 batteries between them and 3 brigades, and that was it, manning the defensive lines. But I think Diaz got spooked to begin with, because he kind of formed up here and waited a couple rounds. And so the Brazilians were kind of camped, I'm going off memory now, but a little bit over here and here. The Uruguayans were the forwardmost, kind of on the hill, and then the Argentines were camped here, 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 kind of all over this area, a little bit further back. So the scenario is interesting because the Paraguayans are outnumbered. I think I did try to boost your numbers a little bit more in historical, because
Those supplies are very juicy looking.
yeah, I don't think you would have had a chance if I hadn't. So I gave you a bit of a boost, but still, you're outnumbered and you're attacking a defended position, so odds aren't great for you. So your only advantage is that the enemy is caught by surprise and in camp, and far from the battle, and so you have to be fast and quick and hit them before they can gather their units. And the advantage the Paraguayans had in this one versus historical is you're much better coordinated. So all 3 lines here, for the most part, moved as one to attack, and so that went a little bit better than historical. Also, I don't think they got bogged down as much in the marsh, although Resquin did try to go into the mud over here. And so we had Resquin and Barrios both did pretty heavy charges here. Broke through the line, and then but it'd been enough time that the Brazilians had come up and formed a new line to hold them off. A thin line, no reserves, but so it was a bit scary. The Uruguayans over here, on the other hand, they had a little bit more time, because Diaz took some time to form up before he attacked, and so when they attacked, the Uruguayans were already at the line with that defensive bonus, but they were overrun, and that whole army was fully broken. And then Flores challenged Lopez to a duel, and Flores was killed in the battlefield right at the line. So once he died, all his men were close to breaking anyway, but they broke after that. But then the Argentine Second Corps had taken their time, gathered up, and then moved up on the hill. And Obes saw that the Uruguayans were breaking, so he rushed his men forward to form a new line on the Brazilian flank. Basically saved the Brazilians, because if he hadn't arrived in the nick of time, these forces would have just swamped his flank, and that would have been over. So basically, and it was very much the nick of time. Had you gone any slower, it would have been too slow, and the Brazilians would have all broken. But with the Paraguayans, this line's broken. Barrios had pulled back, and then he's charging in again, but Requin had just pulled his units back, so they're going to charge into each other, and it's going to be a mess, and this attack's done for. On the east side, so there's basically 2 battles. That was one battle, and then we got a second battle over here between Marco and Paunero and Mitre. So Marco came in here, formed up, and then sent half his division here into the woods, which for the most part they didn't engage. They were just sitting there. He sent one brigade to scout this way, which if they hadn't stopped at the clearing and just kept moving, they could have hit Obez's division and basically probably would have caused them to delay enough that they wouldn't have been able to help the Brazilians. But you didn't know that at all. You're just sending units into the woods. But that was an interesting decision. Had you given the order to push super hard west, they probably would have run into them, and that would have changed the battle. But as it is, Paunero, pushed in the woods. So we had some fighting here, but at the very end, both sides disengaged. Your cavalry charge, unfortunately, was broken and failed here on the over here, and so for the most part, Mount Paunero. I mean, Marco has a lot of units untouched still here in the woods, but Paunero is mostly winning. He had a big advantage in the artillery that he had, so a little bit unfair over there. But overall, it's a very interesting battle. I think everyone did well and hopefully had fun. So I'm gonna stop talking and first let Scrubs and Cone see if they have any comments or. And then
my comments are that the Paraguayans had just several missed opportunities and miscommunications. Diaz spent 2 turns just forming up or so because when he was faced against 1 infantry of artillery and 1 infantry of regiments, which made the president of Paraguay a very unhappy man. And then
Well, that's what he meant when he sent me the letter that Diaz was a coward.
Yes, Diaz literally just spent a few turns forming up his lines, whatever that means. But then we had an interesting situation where Barrios just decided to withdraw without telling Quinn.
I had no choice because my units were routing. So to preserve my division, I had to withdraw.
Yes,
but basically I've been fighting for 90% of the time, so withdrawing would help my men recover.
The problem was that you didn't tell Resquin, so he just saw you left, and it rightfully spooked him. So he started withdrawing, and he did not tell you were withdrawing. So you charged forward into his withdrawing forces, and basically I think that's when the game was just called, because that means your attack was basically over.
That was also the most open flank. It was gaping open. The only forces there are some very spent cavalry.
Yes, so basically if Barrios didn't decide to withdraw all his forces
without telling the other commander in the area,
that
you deciding to withdraw is a perfectly fine decision. It is the very correct decision to do in a situation where you've been attacking and you say, my forces are spent, I'm going to have to be relieved. The problem is that there is specifically a lack of staff work and communication. You're not communicating to your you're not communicating to people that hey, I need to be relieved because my forces are completely spent and I can't fight anymore. So what you end up with is essentially you're going to have 2 forces blundering into each other and just halting, while the other side gets to get pummeled in detail.
May I continue?
Yes.
Also, Wesquin here was literally just holding entire Paraguayan forces on his back, basically. He did very well. He basically just destroyed both the Argentinian and Brazilian.
Yeah, I have to thank Resquin for helping me in my first few turns with his cavalry. If his cavalry didn't show up, I don't think I would have assaulted properly.
Those cavalry were what tore my line apart, because my whole strategy was I was relying on my cavalry forces to hold his off and guard my flank, but then he routed mine and I wasn't and that left a huge gap in my line, right where the second division infantry are right now, that you could just roll through and tear me apart from.
But it was also a bit of a double-edged sword because he literally could not move his infantry through them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else, now I forget. But yeah, Resgun.
Yeah, so the confusion between me and Reskin, it's probably due because I didn't think Reskin would assault the center along with the left flank. I thought he was just attacking the left flank and he would overwhelm the Brazilians. So if I just rested my troops for like 2 turns, then I would have attacked again. But then he poured all over the center and the left, so I had no room.
What's it called? Also, Barrios, I'm sorry to admit, these light artillery were never under your command. Those are Resquins.
Dude, where was my light artillery then?
I don't know.
What about the Rocketeers?
Those are under your command, yes.
I had 2 light artillery, and they suddenly disappeared.
Resquin
gonna be one of
didn't have
those.
any.
The light artillery was Barros's, not Resquin's.
Okay.
We got confused.
Okay. Well, I will say Resquin's the MVP of the Paraguayan side. Would you agree, James?
Sure. I don't know who that MVP is.
Well, like, I would say Resquin's cavalry was partly the reason that the Brazilians broke so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, well, I'm going to be honest, Lopez and Diaz were never going to take the other flank.
Well, all I'll say is my team did well, and the allies did well. It's unfortunate that that my plan wasn't fully executed as I had originally designed. But such is war, and that's something you have to deal with in Kriegsspiel.
I just have one final comment. I'm sorry. I also find it funny that on the main flank we have these like valiant bayonet charges against prepared positions of cannons, cavalry battles, duels to the death, bayonet charges, and everything. And then we have the other flank, where they literally just spent the entire game shooting at each other.
It's pretty cool, though. It's a nice, interesting dichotomy. I mean, my plan. I mean, James sort of touched on it a little bit. I'm not sure how much of our planning chat he actually read, but the Resquin player, Babs, as he's known, told me a little bit about the battle. He's a big fan of Latin American history, and the Paraguayans were outnumbered, and basically we had flintlocks and smoothbore cannon, while the Allies had rifle muskets and cast iron, rifled cannon. So I was like, we're not going to get into gunfights. We just need to use momentum and shock and keep the momentum going and just make a total mess of things and just try to keep barreling through the Allied lines. And it sort of worked. I guess there was the disjointed nature of the initial attack sort of screwed that up. Bless you. But
just like historical.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually happened historically. I'll have to.
Yeah, historically, it was called the Waterloo of South America because you just have, you essentially just have the thing that you have in Waterloo, where you just have like attack into attack into attack.
Yeah, they
attack. Well, it wasn't even necessarily that. I'm more talking about a colonel who will not be named. But aside from that decision, he played very well, so I'm not going to bash him.
I find it funny historically.
Well, and all else I'll say is everyone played well. Flores was a big thorn in my side there. I'm not surprised at all he tried to duel me. That's very much in his character.
Historical footnote, by the way. There was a second battle of Tuyutí, led by Barrios historically, and he got 8,900 men killed, compared to 500 Allied killed, and his attack failed. And then he got promoted
Yeah, that sounds like Paraguay.
That man is
But,
a legend.
Yeah. If I could critique myself, I think the plan was all right. I mean, you can't anticipate the enemy's movements. That's the whole point of, no plans survive in contact with the enemy. Marcos wasn't necessarily, his division wasn't a holdings division. He was supposed to march through the forest. I thought that, I made the assumption that the Allies would start far further north than they actually did. And I feared that they would retreat to that ridgeline at the northern end of the forest and use that as an anchor point to sort of rally their army. So I wanted Marcos to go through the forest and take that ridge from behind. But he got caught up by Argentines, and when I got that dispatch, there were Argentines to my southeast. I was like, oh no. But I should have been more clear with my messages to him, especially basically saying, if you're not as super heavily engaged, send what you can west. So that's probably a major mistake on my fault. But
James was saying that potentially me rushing west could have changed how things went. I considered doing it, but I got your dispatch essentially saying you suspected they had a main defensive line on the ridge. So I was like, well, I'll wait, and then we'll coordinate an attack and a flanking movement.
Yeah, the Allied army was actually smaller than I thought it was. And the problem was...
As you find out, I was that defensive line because I had just gathered... I essentially crossed the map diagonally.
Yeah,
gathering all my forces, organizing them into a corps, then he marched on top of the hill at around 10.
Yeah, the initial defense was very small, and I expected you guys to form a defense on that ridge, but I mean, I guess it's to our benefit that you didn't, but
I was surprised.
It didn't really have that much of an effect in the final analysis of things, so...
So it's very possible that you might have hit me right on the flank, right as I was going up the hill if you had been a bit faster. But I think that it would have been... I think it's a little bit too tight. It is one of those where, like, it's definitely a scheduling thing. If you had been a little bit faster, if you had been a little bit slower, I think if it had been a little bit slower, I think things would have just gone haywire. I was definitely very cautious. But if you had been a little bit faster, maybe you catch me. If I had been a little bit faster, maybe you catch me. There's definitely a lot of like moving parts to that specific sequence.
Well, yeah, I was trying to do two things. I was trying to keep the Argentine First Corps, bottled up and engaging me, and I was trying to do it with like half of my division, so I could use the other half to do the flanking movement that was prescribed.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation, but
I think
who was CIC for the Triple Alliance?
No one.
That would have been Mitre. But I don't think we I think we actually fought like two separate battles at that point.
Well, no one was at the CIC though, because it was Brazil, Uruguay, and Mitre were, each leader.
Yeah, Mitre technically is the commander-in-chief, but you have three separate armies with three different command structures.
I do see the strategic victory in killing the president of Uruguay. That's why we got it done here. So we should take that and be proud.
I had a grand old time. I was not taken captured this time.
How would you compare casualties to the historical event?
Oh.
Because historically, literally half of the Paraguayan army was casualties.
I don't think it would have been as bad. Obviously, you had a lot of units broken, but I mean, you guys. Well, Resquin was withdrawing for the most part in good order. So yeah, I think overall it wouldn't have been as bad.
One thing I was going to say is for the Triple Alliance, communication was rather spectacularly bad. Because this is a epic piece of literacy I received. This is the full dispatch. 2 Mitris, 9:45, being bombarded by Lopez's Grand Battery. That is the entire dispatch. It doesn't tell me who it's from, where that person is.
See, I saw some. I saw some weird dispatches. I tried to get some good dispatches out. So mine had time and location, but this map is like barren. I had to identify places by which.
Yeah, I'm gonna post this. It's actually really fun. I don't mean to make fun of Diaz. I was actually laughing as it happened. At first, I was very pissed, but then when I actually saw what was happening, I couldn't stop laughing, and he can attest to this. Putting this in the after party chat. I realized that that Diaz's division wasn't moving off. It was just Barrio was just getting slammed in the initial assault, and I was like, "What is going on?" So I went over, and this is what this is what he saw, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Just attack, attack, attack! Everyone attack! Literally, just charge them, go!"
Isn't that one brigade of infantry and 1 artillery, and you've got what? 8
I think it's
just sitting there watching.
Yeah, I think it's a regiment. I don't know the unit
Are they
size.
waving?
I was
have
like,
a quick wave and a cup of tea.
Oh my god! It was the little battery that could.
it's
Yep, that's
just
me.
amazing.
That's the Uruguayans.
I was like, just send everything in, bayonet. Don't even shoot, just charge them. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, frustrating in hindsight.
The little bayonet that could. Yeah, no, the little battery that could. Holy shit!
For half of the game, he was yelling at DS in his chat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was
One
reacting.
thing that I found kind of
Poor
interesting
DS.
was planning-wise. Our planning channel, since the game was mentioned, involved deciding who was going to take who, and then exactly nothing until what was it? Where is it? Oh right, what's the plan? Sent today, approximately 3 hours ago.
Well, I did tell you guys couldn't plan anything. I mean, you didn't because it was a surprise attack, so there wasn't like you could do anything.
Yeah, but I was
about your
like, oh
position.
dear.
I was.
No planning, and then I successfully didn't receive a single dispatch from the Brazilian commander in the entire game.
I think I somehow received more dispatches and sent more dispatches than
That's 'cause
anybody else.
You sent out 3 every turn.
No,
I was trying to
Lopez.
send dispatches, but I was just getting no responses ever. So I was
Lopez.
like, give up.
I tried my best to send out dispatches. Some of them were not good, I will admit. That Grand Battery, that one was mine.
Yeah, for that one you deserve to die.
He played well though, because
Literally when I received that one I said, can I kill him?
What did he say? What did he say?
When I received that amazing dispatch, where is it? Where is it?
it was just there was no time.
It was who it was to, the time, and being bombarded by Lopez. That was the entire content. It didn't tell me who it was from, where this person was, what the hell Lopez was, or anything.
Wait. Oh. Are you Mitez?
Yes.
Mitre.
Oh! Yeah, no, I just kind of ignored your stuff by the end.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was losing it.
I had no.
Yeah, but he probably remembers me completely losing it with someone.
What were you gonna say, Osoria?
The reason that I only sent Flores the one dispatch, though we were right next to each other and he was routing, was because the first dispatch I sent to him I labeled with the wrong name, and then I got confused and panicked and didn't send him anything for the rest of the game.
Who are you?
Wait, who am I?
Oh yeah,
That's the
Osório. Yeah, Duque
Oh.
Caxias. He's the Brazilian commander.
You sent me exactly no dispatches that entire battle.
He
I had
sent
no
me-
idea what was going on.
He sent me a bunch of dispatches, but he sent it to me.
I sent a bunch of dispatches to
I think I sent you
Geli
one.
Iobis.
You said yeah. Again, you sent it to me. Let me check. I sent a bunch around 9:45. I got from him dispatch to Geliobis from Osório, location the forts, time 10. They have almost broken through. We are holding but need help. Godspeed. I got one which was weird. Geliobis 10 Western defenses. All under heaven is chaos. Situation is excellent. Diaz has moved up and we're giving as good as we're taking. I'm going to assume that's Flores.
Yep, that's me.
Oh my god, Flores, write dispatches in English with actual...
Then at 10:30 to Geliobis from Osório, 10:30, bless you, we will hold to our death.
Everyone ran away. Said that and everyone just ran away. They heard
That's
me
not
say
true.
it. and
I
they just
died.
split.
I got in a duel.
Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure like I have the 10 Western defenses all under heaven is chaos. Situation is excellent. And then like two turns later, I can see you dead.
By the way, I would like to point out that dying isn't necessarily the greatest move.
Well, it
It's
wasn't
not
the intent.
recommended.
So I was like,
especially when
you did duel me.
your whole
That's sort
force
of
chain routing.
because I think the idea is you're meant to, duel, and like you're the heroic defender, and you're meant to win the duel, not like lose it, die, have your.
You're
entire
just still
army
mad that
killed.
I accidentally sent it without time or location, aren't you?
No, you said time. You just said the location.
You sent one telling me I'm being bombarded. The fact that you sent it signed is actually a welcome sign, but
Oh yeah, that's helpful. What you were actually told who it was from. That's better than what I got.
yeah. No, I got a similar Grand Battery Flores, and then I went, oh, okay, Flores is being attacked, and I knew he was around like the I knew he was dug in around that position just by like guesswork.
Can I just thank Umpire Cone for taking pity on me and telling me who sent that dispatch?
Well,
Yeah.
you would know. Hey, I want to ask
Thank you, Dispatch.
Winfell, was this your first IKS game, live game? And how was your experience, if it was? I couldn't remember if you said that.
It was my very first experience with Kriegsspiel, actually.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, I enjoyed.
That's good. Welcome.
Yeah,
That's
Conan
part of
was
the
an
reason why I
excellent
just called myself.
umpire, by the way.
Well, I really appreciate all you guys' work. You guys seemed really very welcoming, very friendly. I really enjoyed the experience.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
The Brazilian cavalry commander did pretty great too, honestly. Like, even though they were outmatched by just the numbers of my cavalry on the flank that we fought on, they kept cycle charging them. So every time I thought I might start breaking them or really degrading that force, they'd withdraw, and they kept the threat alive, so I couldn't freely just sweep over the Brazilian infantry.
Yeah, Resquin did a really great job on the flank. He attacked without orders on like the first turn because he saw just a bunch of like unprotected artillery, and I threatened to execute him in one of the dispatches. Classic Francisco Solano Lopez moment, but he did very well. That was good initiative.
Was
Did
not
someone leave their artillery wide open at some point? I've never done that.
Oh, there was something I forgot what I was gonna. Oh yeah, there was a period for like 45 minutes or an hour where I didn't send or I think I didn't receive any dispatches either because I was basically pulling
My heart bleeds.
like an Albert Sidney Johnston. I like had to personally command the regiments in attack because it got very messy on the flank. So I was just sort of I hate doing that as a CIC. I like to sort of ride around and let people command their things, but I was like, I need to take personal command here.
Also, I know what
Trudging
happened.
was a
I was just gonna say that because I wasn't playing with Chief for once, I was like, and some of the the initial dispatch I got was like a little bit more like low key. I was like, oh, I don't have to worry about it because the first few times I played with Chief, and he was like, you need to have your dispatches perfect, and I was like, okay. And then this time I was like, whatever, and then drove Argentina out the wall.
Well, actually, it's not necessarily you have to have the dispatches perfect. It's just communicate. Just communicate. You know.
Who was
because
Lopez?
it just went,
Out of
okay,
interest,
I am
who was
reserve.
the guy who really irritated me with lack of dispatch in any way
That's
whatsoever?
Flores. That's the guy who was just talking.
Oh yeah, yeah. No. I will kill you. I will find your
Already
country
died.
and I will
I
blow up
already
your
killed him. I
Oh,
already killed him.
thank you.
Personally.
Who already killed him? Can I just give you a
was me.
medal?
I literally personally killed him.
Hang on, which side are you on?
I'm Argentine.
Wait,
Yes, El Presidente.
See.
And by the way,
I do find it really
SOS
funny
me.
that both commanders of the Argentinian corps were actually Brazilian.
Yeah, and Diaz's player is Brazilian too. Everyone in this game is Brazilian. I'm Brazilian.
who was the
We had a
Right.
disproportionate number of Brazilians, and none of them are actually playing Brazil, which is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
that
switch
was-
it up, but they were happy.
I mean, I would have
Harpoons.
played Scotland if it was available, but bizarrely, Scotland.
I don't think Scotland would have been available.
It
No.
Yeah, Scotland's
I know
not
it's outrageous.
was the hidden alliance.
Hang on, can we have the Battle of Culloden at some point?
I'd be down for a Battle of Culloden.
You know what I'm considering doing? I'm considering doing Montrose campaign at one point.
Whose campaign?
Montrose, one of the Scottish commanders in the War of the Three Kingdoms.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, that'd be cool.
Is that the English? Is that like?
Is it medieval?
It's adjacent to the English Civil War, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
The
one.
War of
Okay.
the Three Kingdoms are the overall conflict that encompasses also the Scottish Civil War, the English Civil War,
Okay, yeah.
whatever the fuck was going on in Ireland.
Genocide, mostly.
Yeah, basically. Cromwell was happening.
Oh yeah, Cromwell.
No. It includes what's happening before Cromwell actually comes into vogue.
Amazing. Incredible.
Cycle trudging was a complete accident. I'm just gonna try to retreat and draw you away, but then I realized how screwed I was if I left my flank open, and so I just threw my half-dead cavalry back into the fight, which led to them immediately chain routing.
Yeah, you gave Raskin and Barrios a real run for their money, like the whole game. I was like trying the whole time. I was like, can I just destroy the Uruguayans so I can go help them against the Brazilians?
The Uruguayans held
Yeah.
for way too long for how small they were. That was impressive.
Thank you.
Let me see. How big was the Uruguayan force?
It was like
Very,
it was like
very
4
small.
regiments or
It's right
something.
If
Yeah.
oh my god! How the hell didn't you kill that in like less time?
Well, the thing with the
didn't even have a
Paraguayans
killer.
historically is they were very disciplined and they would often just like fight to the death. So,
Like I did.
I guess it wasn't represented here.
Yeah, they-
Probably for the
War
better
brigade-
though, because
They had 4 infantry brigades, 1 brigade of cavalry, and 2 supply wagons.
Oh my
Here's
God.
another fun fact about the Uruguayan army this time. They were kind of like the bitches of the Allied army. They literally lived off the trash of the Argentine and like Brazilian armies, and like didn't have
Is that why
any
they
shoes.
couldn't find paper to write any discourse?
Literally, I'm not joking. They came right out of
You didn't have space to put like who it was from, like. You just had a small scrap bit of paper.
I will
I mean, the
say
Paraguayans didn't have shoes either.
I will say at the end of the battle, I did order the 3rd Brigade to go burn all the wagons. So,
let's go. That's an IKS moment if I've ever seen one. Burning the wagon.
I don't know how well that would have worked, but it was I was looking at the strategic situation, and I was like, if I can burn those wagons, I can make it a draw because I can stop the offensive. So,
Yeah, because unlike Lopez historically, I was very much always leaving open the possibility of just ordering a withdrawal. Because I kept saying, like, if we can, like, destroy a division and then just withdraw, I would consider it a victory. Because historically, the
That
Paraguayans
is
just
very
said-
uncharacteristic.
Yeah, but then I got, like, really carried away, and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna kill everyone.
I think I'm going to put it this way. The problem with what exactly happens after this is that the counterattack, the Allied counterattack, is basically just beginning with the Argentinians. Specifically the Argentine Second Corps. Because that's the one that is very much...
Still fresh.
Yes. It's the only one still fresh. And it's also in the thick of the fighting. So
I
at
will
that
say
point,
that
Also, I think
it's also the one that's closest to Lopez, Solano Lopez.
Winslow's Argentine Corps. Is that? I think that one was basically just about to walk through the enemy on the north of the line. So I think it broke in there. On the. I'm not watching the stream. Hang on. I'm on mobile data, so I'm watching 4K videos, not like the biggest screen move. Hang on. Yeah, they are. Like in the north, it feels like that's just gonna walk through and flank down. Also, why is that unit routing? What happened to it?
They just
it got routed.
No shit, man. That had
I will say I did want to comment. So
They
a lot
routed.
of the
That's
orders
the way of the world.
were very, very complicated, and I've been reading a lot recently about how once a unit's engaged, basically your control of them's gone. And we did try to simulate that more in the rules. So if you gave like overly complicated orders for, switch this, they go left, they go right, they switch out, I basically ignored them. And
Yeah, I had so many complicated orders.
if they're engaged,
I tried to go
they just
simple
stayed
in my
engaged
orders.
and moved forward. And so, if you found that your orders weren't being followed, that might be why, and something to think about in the future.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's basically
I
all I
know.
ordered. I said forward. Every single turn I was saying forward, attack.
I know I did order something that was totally out of drill, and it didn't happen. But I thought it was clever. I thought I was being clever.
Yeah, so Lopez, I'm gonna talk about my critical mistake now. So my critical mistake was when I left my main corps to rally some routing units. That was for like 2 whole turns. The Brazilians have probably developed a gap in the center when I left to rally those brigades. So I could have exploited it if I stayed with the main corps, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh my god.
It's possible. You never know. It's a big what if of history, What if Ario?
They were coming up diagonally.
The one thing I would say is move your mouth away from the mic slightly.
No. This is my style.
I will mute you. I will mute you.
It's pretty impressive.
This is the worst ASMR I've ever heard.
Oh god. All the white noise.
I mean, I don't know if it's worst ASMR you could hear. You could hear someone reading aloud dispatches I received, which would be complete silence.
Dad's what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, I really had fun. Next time I will write better dispatches, and hopefully not anger the Scottish man, who I don't know whatsoever.
Well, you will know me when I turn up at your door, looking very good.
Well, good luck with that, because depending on how much I'm paid, I might be homeless. So ha ha ha.
Yeah. Well then, I'll just turn up on the same street, huh? Because
that's okay. That's fair.
Excellent.
But yeah.
One thing, you know the way, who is it that always runs like School of the Umpire before games?
Otto.
Well, I think what I'll do is I'll run School of the Write a Fucking Dispatch.
Some people just... Yeah.
No, it's... I got it through Chief, and then I just didn't apply it this time, because I was like, whatever, and I won't do it next
Keith is
time.
not on my side. No one will ever comment on it.
No, I'm always a big stickler for dispatches, and when people don't
Yeah, I'm
communicate
in a
with me,
game
it
where
drives me up the
I'm
wall.
your 2IC, and Crook ringing me back?
Yeah, General Crook. Yeah. Oh boy.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
James
stop
knows me.
streaming. Thanks everyone. You can keep. You don't have to go anywhere, but I'm gonna stop streaming and go. It's late for me and early for
Thank
some.
goodness, my phone was about to go on fire watching that.
Thanks everyone.